concerning unidentified anomalous phenomena. Okay, I'm about 97% sure that there is something going on here, that it's not all just a load of old nonsense, which I thought it was for many, many years. We're at a point in human history where we've had 3 congressional hearings with credible and well-credentialed witnesses. That's in Congress, in the highest seats of power in America. They're taking this seriously, and high-ranking military officers are coming out and saying, yes, this is happening, it's real, which is quite mind-blowing when you think of it like that. If you're on the fence about this subject, or you just want to learn a little bit more, or be convinced that it is something to it, as I have become, and I'm just going to recommend a few channels that you check out, so you can start looking into it for yourself. U.A.P Gerb would be top of my list. He goes into extraordinary detail, and he's very familiar with all the military acronyms and structures within the American military. He makes some very convincing cases. Eyes on Cinema would be the second channel I would recommend, because it's just a vast sort of historical record of every time something has been televised to do with this subject. And thirdly, I would recommend Cristina Gomez, who does a pretty short daily updates on U.A.P news, or things to do with this subject. Obviously, it's quite a wacky subject, but truth is often stranger than fiction, and it doesn't matter whether it's comfortable or whatever, if it doesn't fit into our idea of what reality is. But if it's true, it's true, and it's as simple as that. And I'm pretty sure it is, which I quite astounded that I'm saying those words, but it's happening. Obviously, you need to approach this with an open mind, but not so open your brain falls out. You still have to be very critical, because there is a lot of, what shall I say, bullshit, pretty much, that comes along with this subject, and you've got to sift through it, which can be quite difficult sometimes. Right, so I'm going to get on to a little bit of speculation, and my sort of theory on what's going on. Obviously, it's total speculation. I have no proof or evidence whatsoever, but just thinking about the subject is interesting. So, I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying that the most valuable commodity in the world right now is data. Harvesting data, having huge banks of data, because having that knowledge allows you to, it grants you power, basically, and it allows you to further intelligence. So, if that's the case for non-human intelligence, if they have been here for some time, the reason why they haven't landed on the White House lawn and sort of gone out and say hello may very well be that they are collecting data on us. They are examining us, they are studying us, and they are interested in how life has evolved here on Earth. Trying to figure this puzzle out, it may very well be far more beneficial for them to remain anonymous, such as we do when we go into the wild to study wildlife. That's my little theory I've come up with at the minute. Yes, there are many and much more wilder ones on the internet than that one. But that's sort of where I am at the minute, thinking about this subject and taking it seriously. So, I hope this video inspires you at least to look into it with a little bit of seriousness, because, I feel like the snowball has been pushed from the top of the mountain and it's gaining speed. I don't think there's any stopping it now. It's just going to continue to get bigger and bigger until the avalanche arrives. It'll be very interesting to see what sort of develops in the next couple of years. So there you are. Have a look into it if you want to. because, yeah, I'm pretty certain that it's real and there's going to be some big changes coming. Okay, cheers.